Hey guys, this is Malavar TC1 and I'm coming at you with Final Fantasy Record Keeper's World of Final Fantasy event. I never thought I'd see the day like this coming where we get a World of Final Fantasy event and Final Fantasy Record Keeper, but here we go into the world of Grymoire with Lann and Reynn. So let's see what it has to offer us. Awesome. Now, if you remember watching me live stream the World of Final Fantasy game before, you would know what's going on there. It's kind of showing off the world. Now, I wonder if we're going to be fighting off, like, the bosses that would be found throughout the game, or because they're pretty much just a rehash of other bosses from all Final Fantasy games. And there's something unique here, a Presarium, and I'm guessing, yeah, so we get the stuff that comes through the event, and we'll be able to get special items and stuff like that by using the what we build up. So we get just even 1,000 Presarium from even doing it. Ooh, and it's a Choco Chick! Ah, that's so cute! Oh my gosh, they're having us fight a Choco Chick! I'll just grab one of my friends, whatever. Obviously I don't have Lann or Reynn yet, but I will once I do this event. But oh my gosh, they have us fighting a Choco Chick. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. I wonder if there's going to be enemies following up to it, or if it would just be the boss itself. This is so cute. Yeah, as you know, in World of Final Fantasy, everything is so chibi, and that's pretty much the way that the game goes. Maybe I'll slow down the fight a little bit too. Okay, it's already on 1, so... It's obviously gonna die in 1 hit, but oh my gosh, just even looking at that thing is just so cute. Yeah, and as you know, Choco Chicks being small size would go on top of your head in World of Final Fantasy, so it's just funny that that they have it. So cute. It's raining outside, by the way, so you hear the tapping of the raindrops on the window where I am just happening right now. So hopefully you guys can still hear the sound of my voice pretty well over the rain outside. Fun stuff. Let's see what other bosses we can come across. I'll probably do a few rounds, see how far I can get with this. Okay, so it looks like Sarah. Okay. Ooh, yeah, we got the behemoth, and it looks like it's the type that is just the chibi type of behemoth. Classic. Wonderful. We'll just go into it, just grab a friend to go along. That is super cute. Super cute. I wonder if it's going to be all the chibi forms, like we'll get to fight the chibi Ifrit and Shiva and Rama. I'm sure we will. As well as the Ferris on top of his big sea monster. That would be pretty cool. All of it's super cute. Yeah, just take him down. I'm sure he'll go down in 1 hit. I mean, all my characters are pretty maxed out, so... Oh, so he's got a little bit more than 9999 health, so it's already starting to ramp up a little bit, but, you know, obviously, if you got even characters that are around level 20. If you're just starting this game, you're going to be able to get through a few of these and save up this Prismarium little orb things to be able to give at the Emporium, to be able to exchange for good prizes. Now, that character for the Prismarium thing is actually in World of Final Fantasy. She's this little cat-looking little floaty fairy thing, and she is funny. She's like sassy. And yeah, if you guys want, you can check out my World of Final Fantasy live stream that I did a few months back. You'll be able to find it below on my channel. If you just check it out, and if you subscribe, and if you like my channel, awesome. I hope you guys come back for more. And I do all sorts of Final Fantasy videos. Here we are for Reynn and Lann. Let's get both of them. Oh, I forgot to see what the boss is. What? Oh, not the Prismarium either. But you can already start getting stuff, even with just a little bit. Okay, the little goblin guys. Yeah, those guys are nothing. We'll just grab a friend. Fun stuff. Oh, this one's actually got rounds, so it's no longer just singular bosses. Let's see what kind of enemies we run into. I wonder if it's going to be all goblins. If it's all goblins, then I'm sure that's going to be the normal enemy for throughout. Oh no, we've got a little bit of everything. Oh, look at that. The little Babliz. Now that's a little ice fella that is kind of similar to like the mini Shiva, only it's not, in a sense. Like it's just a little chibi form of like a ice person. So yeah, you'll see all those kinds of things if you watch the live stream. Pretty great. Oh, I bet I can probably just put it on 5 and speed it up now. Get through it. Boom. Dead. Choco Chicks. See, now the Choco Chicks becoming a common enemy. I'm sure the Behemoths will become common enemies. And eventually, like, the Goblins will become common enemies. Oh, there's a little fire guy. Yeah, little Frit. Looks like a little mini form of Ifrit. You know, that doesn't quite... it's not like the... They I don't want to say digivolve, but there's like smaller forms of them, and then they can build up to their true form, or they can like rank down to their smaller form. They've got little like similar guys that are kind of like their helpers. For Rama, for example, you get like a little spark guy, and for Shiva you obviously get the little blizzard person, and then for Ifrit you get the little Ifrit looking guy. So yeah. That's happens like really early on in the game too. They're like some of the first major bosses, and then you fight other things like a giant goo, and you fight like Bahamut and stuff like that. Like there's just a lot of crazy stuff that's throughout the entire game. Pretty fun game too. Storyline's kind of meh. It's kind of normal, but it's fun. I never completely finished it, but I did finish a lot of it, and from what I did finish, it was a fun game altogether. Even my wife loved it. So if you have a girlfriend who you're trying to introduce into Final Fantasy series, but she only likes cutesy things, that's probably a good way to start it off. You know, give her some World of Final Fantasy, because it'll probably start you off on the right foot with them. So yeah. Woo! Almost finishing this little battle. And once we finish the little goblins, we get Reynn and Lann, and check out them. Then we can move on to see what the next bosses are. But I won't probably be doing the entire event right now. I'll probably be able to do it on my own time, but doing most of the event right now, as you can see. Obviously, there's not really story in the sense that you get from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius or Mobius Final Fantasy. You don't get story elements like that. It's more or less just boss fighting and enjoying the enemies and fighting the enemies on a 2D sort of platform. So here we go, into the bosses. It might have the couple rounds before the boss as well. The little 1, 2, and then they'll be on the third one. If it goes that way. Yeah, so it is. So round 1, get rid of these little guys again. What's funny is that you can get these characters in like different colors as well, and depending on the color, they may have different abilities. Like there's a black Choco Chick, which is like the first little rare guy you can get in the game. Interesting stuff like that. Some of my favorites are like the ones that like are monstrosities. They become like single units when your characters like move out of the way and they take over the place of them. Those ones are pretty cool. And then they pretty much become like the boss sort of thing. I don't know why I did the Lakshma thing. Oh, it looks like they're a little bit tougher, so I'll have to probably use actual stuff. Yeah, that's actually just healing. It's all good. Better use some stronger moves, though. I don't want to be here all day. They do, like, no damage, though. Oh, I should have used a special there. There we go. Let's see. Let's do a slice and dice. And Fire Blossom. And this one. And we can do Thunderfall. If they survive. I don't think they will. Good. Pretty cool. Fun stuff. Obviously, we'll get more and more of those Prismarium orbs. So we got the first one. It looks like she's got really high magic. Everything else is kind of normal. Really weak defense. And her normal soul break that just comes with her is ice damage. Which, of course, you want the better stuff by, summoning it, but it's kind of hard to always summon the good stuff. He's got high attack, really high attack, it looks like. And really high HP, and the rest of the stuff is kind of low to normal. And some fire attack, so... Awesome. Save up those mithril as well in order to try to get their soul break weapons. Yeah, I already tried my 100 gems and got Ferris's bow just on 100 gem, which is fine. I'm glad I got a rainbow on a 100 gems. I hardly ever get a rainbow on a 100 gem one, so that was pretty great. But yeah, otherwise just save up until you can get an 11 pull or something like that. And the next bosses, let's see, Ifrit, of course, and then we got Shiva. And we got Rama. Yeah, of course. And then I'm sure as it goes on, it will just be stronger and stronger enemies. Best of luck in this event. This has been MalvarTZ1. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.